Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A lot of brothers and sisters say, I make dua for a righteous spouse, but it's not coming. I'm always praying tahajjud, and it's been years and nothing's coming. I pray to Allah all the time. Oh Allah, give me a righteous spouse. I want to get married as soon as possible. I've seen your videos. I'm really excited. I agree with what you're saying. I want to get married early and I want to protect myself. But it's not happening, man. What's the issue? Well, you see, yes, dua is amazing. Dua is the weapon of the believer, as the Prophet ﷺ said. However, you need to put action as well. Well, some people on the other side, they do action. It's like, bro, I've been talking to different sisters, they're walis, I'm going around, I'm signed up to the programs, yet it's not happening. Well, that's probably because you're not making dua. You also have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to facilitate and make things easy for you. It is a mix between dua and asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help and support and taking action. You cannot just wait. You cannot expect that the rizq is just going to come from the sky, even though Allah says, وَفِي السَّمَاءِ رِزْقُكُمْ وَمَا تُوعَدُونَ. It is written there, it's there. But you need to work for it. Just like a tree is not going to just develop itself into a tree. Yes, you plant the seed. Yes, technically that's what it should happen. But if you're not nurturing, you're not putting action into it, it's not going to actually bloom and become a tree. So put a balance between dua and actions. Pray, tahajjud, wake up before Fajr. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for guidance. Ask Allah to help you pick. One of the beautiful du'as that I love is, oh Allah, if this man, woman, whatever you are, is going to bring me closer to you, then please let me find them. Decree them for me. And if this person is going to take me away from you, even by a little bit, then do not let it happen. Okay? We should marry for the sake of Allah. We should want to spend the rest of our lives with the person that's going to bring us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not take us away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Many brothers and sisters get married and that person takes them away from Allah. They find themselves, I used to be a very practicing brother or sister. When I got married, I started slipping. Why? What kind of marriage is that? That's not the main objective of marriage. The main objective of marriage is to protect each other from the evil, to protect each other for the sake of Allah, and to bring each other closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to be realistic. The problem is we are idealistic about marriage. Everyone wants to get married Hollywood style, Bollywood style. No. It is to understand your roles as given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to implement those roles, to be proud of implementing those roles, not that I'm just dreading it, okay? And then to actually feel happy that you're getting rewarded for that. This is what is important in a marriage. But if you're not, then while you're dreading your life, you're dreading your marriage, it's going to take you away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So brothers and sisters, make a lot of dua. Make a lot of dua, but make a lot of action as well. For a quick moment, I want to just talk to you about the marriage vetting blueprint. Okay, so you probably heard me mentioning before. You've probably heard me talking about it, explaining to it, right? But many people don't really know, and they don't really want to take a risk in looking into it, right? And they don't understand, like, what will happen if you actually take it and implement it? How is it gonna benefit you? So, look, people didn't just buy a document. You basically opted for 20 years of experience. I always say I reverse engineer things. For example, in these 20 years, what I've tried to do when I developed the vetting blueprint was to look at why couples divorce. What is the issue? Why do they come to me for counseling? What are the main reasons? And I always ask them the same question. Why didn't you guys discuss this before marriage? Oh, brother, he didn't pay me this, or he didn't do that. Okay, so it's been 7 years now you've been married. I have a question. Why didn't you actually discuss this before marriage? Why didn't you go forward with this before the marriage? So you guys don't have to face these issues. So I reversed engineered the whole thing. I picked up all these patterns and tried to pick the most important things. And then I've said, okay, guys, let's push them for before the marriage discussion and make them as a set of questions, situational questions, and hence the marriage blueprint took shape, and that's what it became. So look, You're asking the right questions. You're looking for the right prospect. You know exactly how to, what to, but also how quick to do it. That you don't waste too much time because you know exactly what you're going for. In a way, you're ensured that you never have to settle for something. You don't just accept because it's there. You never have to worry whether people are genuine or not because you have a good way of determining that. You don't have to wait for years to get married. You can do it quicker. And even better, you know how to find someone who is compatible with you. And I keep talking about compatibility. Compatibility means you're connecting. You guys are on the same mission, you're the same way. And that is possible, inshallah, with the marriage vetting blueprint. So if you want that, make sure you click the link in this video. You'll see it in the description. But let's go back to dua. The Prophet said, "Ad-du'a huwa al-ibadah." Dua is ibadah. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give you the best spouse. Ask Allah to help you to understand how to see, to feel whether this person is genuine or not. Ask Allah to give you a person who will be compatible, meaning again that they'll bring you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You guys will be on the same direction, same way. I always say that one of the main reasons that people fall out is because they are not compatible religiously, intimately, with communication. It's not just about reading Quran together or being covered. It's so much deeper than that. So make dua for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help you to find the correct compatible person for you who's going to help you get to Jannah and not pull you away from Jannah, who's going to help you and feel proud to be a Muslim and to support you in what you're doing, as opposed to pull you away from it and compromise your position with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah give us tawfiq and understanding. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And don't forget to check the links in the description for the marriage vetting blueprint. Assalamu alaikum.